Hey guys, it's Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that help me build up a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years and now manage that portfolio. Today I want to talk about income. What is income? Sometimes people get confused with this definition. They think the money they have in the bank is income, or maybe the money they have in the market. But income is defined as, and this is not a formal definition, but income is defined as the money you receive every year, right? So you get income from wages, from your job, income from stocks in the form of dividends, income from rental property in the form of rent. And today I want to talk about the average income. So if you guys caught last week's episode, you guys can find that up here or here. It was regarding net worth and how it's actually pretty bad. It was a couple other figures. There was like 10 stats about the average American. One of those was about net worth and just how really you don't have to have that much net worth to be above and beyond the average American. And as I say, right or wrong, the average American is poor, fat, and stupid. We do not want you to be poor, fat, and stupid. So we're going to talk about income. Income is one of the greatest wealth builders, right? It is the greatest asset that you have, your income potential. If you can make $500,000 a year, you don't have to save that much of a percentage of your income to exceed everybody else and really create generational wealth or quit your job if you can save up a percentage of that income. So one of your biggest assets is your income potential. I was reading this article, and it is on, or Jim Wang wrote this, and he updated it for 2021 with some 2019 and 2020 stats. So how much money, and this is income, U.S. income, this is based off of, they said the SSA data, but basically this takes in all the W-2 wages. If you guys aren't familiar with W-2, if you work for somebody full-time and are an employee, then you receive a W-2 form at the end of the year. That goes to the government, tells you how much money you earned. That is the figures for used in this paper or this article, and this is what I'm going to be using this on. So income from wages. What do you guys think? How much money do you think you have to make a year to be considered in the top 1%? You guys can think about that. I was pretty surprised. The figure, if you guys can read my chicken scratches, is $250,000 a year. So all you have to make, and I say all you have to make, that's a little over $20,000 a month. That sounds like a lot. It's $2,000 a week, or excuse me, that's $5,000 a week. Let's back up there. About $5,000 a week. That sounds like a lot of money. It's $5,000 or $1,000 a day. But really, if you think about that, in the grand scheme, when we have people making $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 a year, to be in the top 1%, $250,000 sounded low to me. I mean, that's not, and I hate to say it this way, but that's not that many rental properties, right? I mean, that's several dozen, but if you get them paid off, you could bring in $250,000 a year. So this is gross number too. This is not net after everything. This is a gross number. What do you guys think the median is? This is also a very interesting stat. And again, I'll put links to the article down below. But again, I just thought this was interesting. Old Jimmy Wang did this for us. So what do you guys think you have to make to be in the top 50% of all earners? And the number is 25 to 30,000. So if you guys make between $25,000 and $30,000 a year, you're in the top 50% of all wage earners. That really, really surprised me. I don't know if that surprised you or not, but to me, that seems pretty, I don't know how the hell people live on that. You know, I mean, if you have a family or anything, I don't know how anybody lives off that. That's a little over $2,000 a month. $30,000 is $2,500 a month. You know, so what does that tell me? That means either there's not much earned income throughout the year, or that people are getting their income elsewhere. So again, I tried to explain this in the beginning, but this is income. If you sell a stock, if you buy a stock or Bitcoin or whatever, a rental property, anything at $10,000 or $100,000 and sell it for $50,000 or $150,000, whatever gain you have is not income. Okay? That is a capital gain. And I'm not going to get into all the specifics of what the difference is between a capital gain and income, but you guys can look at, there's a lot of benefits behind taking your money and instead of getting it earned income, which is taxed at the highest, and having it through capital gains, especially long-term capital gains. You guys might have heard in the news at the time of this recording, this is July 2021. There's a lot of talk about Joe Biden changing the long-term cap gains rate. Right now, it's capped at 20% for people making, I think it's over 400,000. So anybody making over $400,000, doesn't matter if you make $5 million or $50 million or $401,000, you're going to pay only a maximum of 20,000 or of 20% on your capital gain. So if you make $50 million on some stock that you sold, as long as you held it over 1 year, long-term cap gains rate is only 20%. Whereas if you made 10 or 20 million on from a job, like you took it as a CEO of a company, you made that, you're going to pay 40 or 50% in income earned. So I'm not surprised. I mean, I am surprised that these are these low, but guys, we don't want to have a high income. I don't know where you compare it to this, where if you think that's a lot, if you think that's not, but if you want to be in the top 1%, you want to make $250,000, you should make $250,000 a year. If you want to be in the average, in the top 50%, you just make $2,000 to $2,500 a month. Do you guys think that was a lot? Little? Comment below. Let me know. Also, just again, one of the bigger tips. Try to get your money. You want to earn money in long-term cap gains. It is the lowest tax bracket there is. You don't want to have all your money come in the form of wages. It's taxed the highest bit. I'm not a CPA, so take that for what it's worth. But just go look at the top tax brackets for income and look at the top tax brackets for capital gains. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, I'll catch y'all next week. Thanks.